Hello, and welcome to the November astrology forecast. I've decided to go ahead and record these as an audio version because I've run all the charts and I've done all the work. My furniture and equipment will not arrive until sometime next week. I also start back with my clients on October 19th. So the rest of my October schedule is very tight. And so I thought, why not just go ahead and get these done while I'm sitting here waiting for my furniture, because I'm ready to go. I love this new area I've moved into. I can see the Milky Way at night. So I'm really excited about what I'm doing. I'm thrilled about the astrology coming up here in November and especially December and 2017. There is a new wave of energy coming in that we haven't seen before that is absolutely brilliant. And so I really want to get in here and do what I do. So thank you for your patience. I'll be back in November in front of the camera, and I'm excited to be with you. So let's get started. Enjoy and keep looking up. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your November astrology forecast. Now, if you've been feeling frustrated or held back in any way, shape, or form, in November, this gives way to your ability to make positive changes in your life. Mars, the planet of action, energy, passion, and desire, moves into your sign on November 8th. This is good news. In fact, I have a lot of good news for you, because Jupiter in your sister sign, Libra, is moving closer to an exact opposition to your ruling planet, Uranus. And this is probably the most positive astrological event there is. And this is really good news for you because your traditional ruling planet, Saturn, in Sagittarius, is getting ready to form an exact trine with Uranus. Now, this is going to go exact in December and all of next year. And you are one of the major players in this energy that's about to receive support unlike ever before. In fact, this astrology is so positive. I want to do webinars in January to get everybody pumped up for 2017, because we're not going to see this kind of astrology again. We will not have Saturn in Sagittarius, trining Uranus in Aries, and Jupiter in Libra all lining up like this in our lifetime. And this is going to give you a new foundation, a foundation of energy that's incredibly positive. And so when you have positive energy to work with, it makes your life easier, it makes business easier, it empowers you to effortlessly make changes that you need to make. And so this is an incredibly creative energy, it is a positive energy, and you are so blessed because any planets you have in Aquarius, your sun in Aquarius, your moon in Aquarius, your rise in Aquarius, your Mars in Aquarius, your Venus, and so on, they're all being activated by this energy. Now, yes, this energy is for everyone. However, because you're an Aquarius, Jupiter is trining you, Uranus is sextiling you, Saturn is sextiling you. That's opportunity, 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 opportunity. And so, all you have to do is put a little effort into something. Show up and say yes. And doors are going to open for you. Doors that you've been waiting to open are going to open for you. You can feel this energy in November, absolutely in December, as well as all of next year. So for those of you that have been feeling not your best self, or delays and frustrations and things of that nature, That's going to be the past. And you can begin to really feel this future-focused energy with Mars entering your sign on the 8th. And you may even wonder, why did I have my foot on the brakes when the gas pedal feels so good? So stay focused on the positive. Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on what is working in your life. In November and December, you may even experience a long-term goal being fully realized. And this is exciting. So I love giving you good news, and I love seeing what's happening here because it's so positive. And we haven't had anything like this in the collective or in our personal astrology for a long time. So this is really exciting. Now, Venus enters Capricorn on the 11th, and that can really stir up your dreams. It can stir up, time to finish any unfinished projects. So you want to finish the unfinished business with Venus in that area, so you're getting ready for Venus to come into your sign next. And, there's nothing like having Venus in our own sign. We look better, we feel better. And it's really good news. So Mercury enters Sagittarius on the 12th, and Sagittarius sextiles you. So now with Mercury in this area, focus on those goals, realize those goals, go after your goals, make things happen. You'll be feeling, the wind in your sails, the wind beneath your wings. And, even that Scorpio new moon on October 30th was very good for you because Scorpio rules your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, and Neptune is in positive energy flow with the Scorpio new moon. I'm recording this on the 16th. And so there is positive energy in here for you, and there could be some sort of healing in here for you in regards to your career and what you do in the world. And that can also empower you to increase your energy, your resources, and make life better. So there's a lot of good news here for you. Now, the Taurus full moon on the 14th, I really like this moon. And for you, it's happening in the area of your foundation, your inner being. This is a very personal area. It's the area where you nurture yourself, how you nourish and nurture you, how you take care of you. It is the inner being, it is the inner home, and the outer home is a reflection of the inner home. So it's a really important area in our lives because the stronger our personal foundation, the more we can achieve in the world. The stronger we are on the inside, the more we can handle on the outside when, say, others are not so kind to us or good to us. And your job is to let that roll off your back, like the duck lets the water roll off his back. Don't be attached to the negative Nancys out there or the Gloria gossips. Focus on what is working for you. Focus on your strength. Focus on what's true for you. And just keep staying focused on your goals. It's almost like you want to be deaf to the negative people of the world. You want to be blind, right? Kind of do that Forrest Gump, and just focus on what's working. Focus on what's good in your life. And I do like this full moon because Pluto is in positive energy flow with it. And Chiron, who acts like a planet in your astrology, he is an asteroid between Saturn the past, Uranus the future, your ruling planets. And he is in that area of your talent, your gifts, your abilities, your resources. And so there's some sort of healing happening with you at the time of this full moon, at the 14th of November, that is very encouraging. So there's a lot of healing energy coming in here for you. Yes, it's time to purge. Purge what no longer serves you. Purge people, places, things that aren't working for you anymore so that you're creating the space for the beautiful to come in. You're creating the space for what you really want. And you're attracting good things to you because you're lining up with them. You're not wasting your time on things that don't work for you anymore. You're not wasting your time on the past. You're forward focused. Remember now, Aquarius is about the future. It is about being forward focused. It's not about looking back in the rearview mirror. It's about looking forward, looking where you're going. And so use this gorgeous Taurus full moon to nourish you and heal you. And it's happening in the foundation. So this is a wonderful time for you to be at home, meditate, cook beautiful food, do things that nourish your body and nurture you, get plenty of sleep, and meditate on the things you want to attract. Keep your mind clear so that you're focusing on what it is you want, because you are going to have the power to create it with this wave of energy coming in that is all about your ruling planets. And Jupiter is your ally because he's in Libra and he's activating Uranus. And, that energy is on in November, and it goes exact December 26th, March 3rd, and March 28th in 2017. So it is on for you. And that means, if you're really delved into your higher power, your higher consciousness, there's going to be downloads coming in from your mighty I am presence, from your higher self into your conscious awareness that you can use in your work, in your life, publishing, podcasting, anything that you're doing, that you're getting the word out far and wide. You're going to be so inspired and encouraged to do new things, try new things, experiment. I love it. I just love this energy for you. So allow the Taurus full moon to bring your deepest desires to the surface, because, sometimes we have things going on inside of us we're not consciously aware of. They're in the subconscious. We're dreaming about them. With Venus in that area of dreaming, there could be things being revealed to you here in November that all of a sudden you realize, oh, I want to be a chef. Oh, I want to work in nature. I want to do landscaping. Anything that comes to you that all of a sudden you realize, this is an area that I want to play in, explore in, grow more in. And it doesn't have to be something you do for money. It can be something that you do that just brings you joy. And when we're joyful, we raise our vibration. And that's what it's all about, is raising the vibration, which expands consciousness. So allow the purging to bring you greater clarity and strengthen that foundation, strengthen you, strengthen what you're doing so that you can embrace the new opportunities that are now in your life, that you're ready for opportunity, that you're not holding yourself back because of something that happened in the past, or someone hurt you, someone betrayed you. Let that go and move forward. Better days are coming. Now, Neptune moves direct on the 19th. That is a more subtle energy, but it's very significant because Neptune is extremely powerful. And having him direct now means when he's moving on the planets, he's really washing over all of us. And so it really is something to pay attention to. Now, the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, and you have Saturn in this area and Mercury in this area. Now the sun is in this area, and this is about your goals, right? So this is, another reason why you're very focused on your future. You're focused on your goals, your hopes and wishes. This is the area of the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for. So, you're really focused on increasing that prosperity, which is good. And Mercury there is working to help you. Now, you know, Saturn is there. Wherever Saturn is where we're being examined and tested. Whether it's a planet or a house, wherever Saturn is, we're being, called to task. And so Saturn is asking for you to evaluate your friends, evaluate who you trust, who you let in, and are they still worthy of that intimacy? It's also about evaluating your goals, and so you don't want to be wasting time on goals that are no longer appropriate for you. You want to be focused on those goals that are actually bringing something to you. And it's important to do that. It's very important to evaluate what you're doing in your business, in your career, in your work, and how that is manifesting for you. And what is the return, right? It is about receiving and giving. And if you're not receiving as much as you're giving, then there's an out of balance happening. And so you really want to pay attention to where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your time, where you're putting your resources, and what is the return on those resources. Now, Jupiter is going to square Pluto on the 24th of November. A square means challenge. Now, this is not a negative. Actually, it's very positive, because whatever Jupiter touches, he expands. And so with Jupiter being challenged by Pluto, or Pluto challenging Jupiter, this is going to give you a tremendous amount of energy to get things done, to make things happen. And for you, it is in that area of long distance travel, education, marketing your products and services to the world, expansion of consciousness, and Pluto is in that area of the subconscious, working behind the scenes, finishing unfinished business. So this is really important that you finish whatever needs completing, so that as you go into the new year, you're ready for all of the opportunities that are coming into your life. Because, next year is a game changer. And there's so much positive energy for you in 2017. You want to be available to take advantage of it. And you don't want to be wasting your time and energy on things that aren't doing it for you anymore, whether that's a job or a business or a relationship. You want to clean the slate now so that you are available for bigger, better, and more authentic of work that is more authentic to who you are now. Not who you've been in the past, but who you are today. And so Jupiter and Pluto teaming up like this is going to really arouse your ambition. You're going to want to achieve great things. You're going to strive like never before. And it can give you tremendous power. Pluto is power. Jupiter is success. Jupiter is about doorways opening up for you, doorways to your goals and your dreams coming true. It gives you wisdom. It expands who you are. It's all about personal growth, business growth, and spiritual growth. And so this is a very positive energy. It goes exact on November 24th, March 30th, and August 4th of 2017. The challenge with this is whenever Jupiter is squaring something, we can overdo. We can overeat. We can overdrink. Anything we do too much of is not good. So even if it's salad, if we're eating too much salad, we're going to feel stuffed, right? So even though it's vegetables and we're like, hey, it's really good for me, but if I eat 2 pounds of it, not so good. Okay. So balance is the key. And watch for being obsessed, because Pluto is obsession, Jupiter is expansion, so our obsessions are going to be expanded, and we're going to be bigger, better, do it yesterday, I want it done last week, get out of my way. And so people can feel like really we're running them over, we're running roughshod over them, and that's not a good thing. So you want to create the win-win. So if you're starting to experience any kind of resistance from your coworkers or your partner or your employees, that means you've gone too far with this energy. So the goal is to take others along with us. Here's how you win. You win because you're getting your November astrology forecast. I win because I get my job done, even though I don't have my furniture yet, or my clothing, or my video equipment. And so that's the win-win. So you want to make sure that you're including the win-win with people, and then that way they're working with you rather than resisting what you're trying to do. We don't want to be just telling people, well, do it because it's good for you. You know, I'm telling you it's good for you, so do it anyway. You know, I mean, you know this with children. You know, if you tell, you know, there has to be some sort of reward, you know, to get them to eat their vegetables. You know, and so, you know, the same with adults is it's human nature to want to know what's in it for me, and so make sure you let them know what's in it for them, and that way everyone is on Team Aquarius and more moving forward with you, moving forward into the future with you, and we're not getting into that area of resistance. Another thing with this energy too is, you'll notice this in the world, is it can make people very dogmatic and righteous, and forcing their beliefs on other people, forcing their religion on other people. And so we want to watch for that too. You know, just because I believe something is true, that doesn't mean everyone else does. And so we want to allow everyone to be where they need to be and come to their truth in their own time. So that is another important indicator that we need to back off and chill it out, because this energy is very exuberant. It's fun. It's great for building things and creating things and doing things, but it's very challenging if we are noticing that people are resisting our intentions. Now, the Sagittarius new moon on the 29th, unlike the Scorpio new moon on the 30th of October, is being challenged by Neptune. And Neptune is incredibly strong at this Sagittarius new moon because he's in his own sign, he's moving forward, and he has a lot of power. So that's not the time for you to make any financial decisions. It is not the time for you to make any kind of business decisions. You want to hang loose at the Sagittarius new moon at the end of November, as well as avoid the 19th of November, because that's when Mercury is squared by Neptune. Squares are challenges. So Mercury will be challenged by Neptune on the 19th. And whatever looks good to you on that day or at the Sagittarius new moon may not when Mercury catches up with Saturn, who rules reality. And the same with the new moon. Now, at the new moon, your ruling planets are trining. Saturn and Uranus are trining. Jupiter is sextiling Saturn. Mars is sextiling Saturn and sextiling Uranus. So you are one of the few signs that is being given tremendous opportunity here, even at this new moon. However, Neptune's calling the shots. Neptune is in his own sign, which means he's actually more powerful than all of the other planets. And he's squaring the new moon. So yes, there's good things happening with you. There's good things happening with you before the new moon. There's good things happening for you after the new moon. But on the new moon, my advice to everyone, including Aquarius, is don't make any major commitments that day. Don't make any major decisions. Because with Neptune, we can always be fooled. And Neptune is in the area of your money. It's in the area of your resources. So you could, whatever you invest in, you could lose money with. You could think, oh, this is the greatest thing. You know, I just really love this chair or couch. And then you get it home and you're like, oh, it's ugly. What was I thinking? And that's Neptune. Because Neptune rules fantasy. It rules creativity and spirituality. And so when we're in our Neptune energy, it brings us into other worlds. But when we get back to reality, things don't look the same. They don't feel the same. And they're not the same. And so this is a wonderful energy to be creative. It's a wonderful energy for dreaming. It's not the energy to make any commitments. It's not the energy to make any major purchases. You want to wait, a couple of days. Now the soberness will start to begin because as that moon moves off, it catches up with Sirius Saturn hours later. And then a week later to 10 days later, the sun couples with Saturn. And that's the reality check. That's where Saturn says, why did you buy that? Why did you commit to that? Why did you commit to that person? We get called to the floor. Saturn is the guru's guru. He's the teacher's teacher. And so, we get called to the mat, so to speak, and we're questioned, examined as to our choices. And for you, it's in the money houses. So hang loose on any kind of financial investment you want to make at the 29th or the 19th. And then just wait till you get into December. Because that's when, you're really in reality with Saturn, that sun coupling with Saturn. And that's when okay, this is what I really want, or this is what I don't want. And that clarity is much better to work with than the illusion of Neptune or the fantasy of Neptune that Neptune brings us. So there is tremendous positive energy here for you this month, and especially moving into December, when Sagittarius, which sextiles you, harmonious energy flow, is working with you, empowering you, and you have Mars in your sign, really stimulating your brain, your conscious awareness, your communication skills, and your hopes and wishes and goals to bring them to fruition here in November, December, and all of 2017. So it's really exciting. And you're going to feel the energy. November 8th on, you're going to feel a real boost in your energy. You're going to feel like, wow, I feel so much better than I have felt in a while. I have energy. I feel strong. I can go after what I want. And that's important too with Mars in your sign, is to take action and go after what you want. Don't wait on others. Take action now. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my podcast, Aquarius. I'm really excited for what's happening. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. You go to my astrology page. You purchase your consultation. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, the link is below in the Show More section. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Aquarius, keep going. Stay focused. There's a lot of positivity here for you.